This morning is going to be a very busy morning for me because I have 3 Bible carriers that I want to finish before 2 o'clock. So one of them is going to be for an Etsy order, and the other 2 is going to go to my girl Mai over at My Faith in Jesus. She's an account on Instagram, but her page is amazing. Like the things she give away, her giveaways, her mystery boxes. So all of the faith-based things that you love, like the cute little scriptures, journaling stuff, Bibles. She has the cutest of everything faith-based that you would love. So you might want to go check it out when you have some time. But one of those is going to be a giveaway for her channel that we're doing next month, and the other one's just going to be for her because she's really sweet, just to say thank you. So I love collaborating with people who have similar interests. I thought this would be a great way to just give away something to her community and then also collaborate with an amazing person. But today I got to get these 3 Bible carriers completely done and made and shipped off. Let's get right into making this. Pretty sure we can get this done, not too sure. I did start on one of them last night, but we'll see. So let's get right into it and see if I can get these orders done by 2 o'clock. It is now 9 a.m. So while sewing and working on these orders, I ended up getting completely hooked on the show called Widow's Bay on Apple TV. Now, normally when I'm sewing, I'm either listening to YouTube videos, podcasts, or something business related. But every now and then, I find a show that just pulls me in. And this one definitely did. I actually watched all 8 episodes while making these bags. And the funny thing is, it wasn't really the scary parts that kept me watching. It was the mystery. I love a good mystery. I love trying to figure things out before the characters do. And every time I thought I knew what was going on, the show would throw something else in there and I'd be confused all over again. Have y'all ever watched a show like that? The ones where you tell yourself you're only going to watch 1 episode, but then suddenly it's midnight and you're still watching. That's exactly what happened to me. Well, except I was sewing. So I'd be over here working on zippers and clipping thread, and then all of a sudden I stop and look up at the iPad because something crazy happened. I know some people sew with music, and some people probably like to sew in complete silence, but I actually enjoy having something playing in the background while I work. Especially when I'm doing repetitive things. If I'm measuring something or trying to figure out a pattern, I need quiet. But if I'm sewing long seams or putting bags together, I like having something interesting to listen to and even watch. And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about sewing. It's peaceful. I get to create something with my hands, and at the same time, I can listen to a good story. And that's probably why I also love the show From. Oh my God, have you guys seen that show? That one is on MGM, I think. But if you watched From, then you already know I have a thing for mystery shows. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's because I'm naturally curious. Maybe it's because I always think I can solve the mystery before everybody else. And most of the time, I'm so wrong, but it's still so much fun. And what's funny is years from now, I'll probably pick up one of these bags that I made for myself and remember exactly what I was watching while I made it. It's so strange. It's like certain projects become attached to certain memories. I can remember songs I've listened to while making products. I can remember podcasts. And now I'll probably remember Widow's Bay every time I see one of these bags. So Adrian, I really hope you love it. It turned out really, really cute. And her Bible was only like 1.5 inches wide. So there should be more than enough room. I've already stuffed it with tissue and put one of those little moisture packs in there. So she's ready to go to her new home. And now it's time to start working on the last 2. We got 2 hours left. One of them almost done, and the other one is pretty much done too. So all I have to do is put those 2 together, and I think we can get these done by 2 o'clock. So now I'm just packaging up the first order and getting it ready to go before I start on Mai's bag. But yeah, Now I need recommendations because I finished the entire season while I was sewing the Etsy order for Adrian. But now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm supposed to watch next while I'm sewing. So if you have a favorite mystery, let me know. Nothing too scary, just enough mystery to keep me interested while I'm working. But yeah, let me get back to these orders because I still have to finish this one, and then I also have one more to do after this, but it's, the time is going by quickly. And one of my Sophie Circle members asked me recently, how do I get everything done? How do I run a YouTube channel, sew orders, edit videos, and still work on my other job? And honestly, I don't know if I ever feel completely caught up, but I will tell you what helps. First, I genuinely enjoy what I do. Most of the work I do for Sew Girlee Bags doesn't really feel like work to me. I love sewing, I love creating content, and I love helping other women learn to sew and build something for themselves. So even though I'm working a lot of hours, it doesn't feel the same as doing something I don't enjoy. The second thing is I have to be intentional with my time. I usually wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning. Before I go to my other job, I'll spend time sewing orders, working on Etsy, answering messages, or doing something for my business. Then when I get home, sometimes I work a little more in the evening. But the biggest thing is the 2 days each week that I don't have to go to my other job, those days are critical. Those days are where I really have to execute on my plan. If I sit around wondering what to do, the day disappears. So I try to wake up knowing exactly what needs to happen, what orders needs to be finished, what videos need to be filmed, what content needs to be edited, what needs to be shipped. I don't always get everything done, but I do try to move the business forward every single day, even if it's just one step. And I think that's what a lot of people underestimate. Building a handmade business isn't usually one big thing. It's hundreds of small things done consistently over time. One order, one video, one customer, one morning at the sewing machine, one day at a time. And eventually all of those little efforts start adding up. So if you're trying to build something of your own, don't focus on doing everything. Just focus on doing the next thing. Then do the next thing after that. And before you know it, you've built something you're really proud of. And speaking of sewing, one thing Teresa and I were talking about recently in the last live in the members group was my industrial sewing machine. And honestly, I'll say it's one of the best investments I've made in this business. When I first started sewing, I was using a regular domestic machine, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because that's where most of us start. But once I started selling consistently and sewing almost every day, upgrading to an industrial machine made such a big difference. Everything feels smoother, faster, and I can sew through things that would have frustrated me before. I know sometimes people look at industrial machines and think they're too expensive, but the way we look at it is if you're serious about sewing and you're serious about selling what you make, eventually that machine can pay for itself. Every bag you sell gets you a little closer. And Teresa actually said something that I completely agree with. She said it's a great investment, and it really is, especially right now. In today's economy, I think having more than one source of income is important. You don't have to build a huge business. You don't have to make millions of dollars. But if your sewing can help pay a bill, cover groceries, pay for a vacation, help with Christmas, or just give you a little extra breathing room every month, that's a blessing. That's one of the reasons I love teaching people how to sew and sell handmade products. And every time I sit down at this machine, I'm reminded how thankful I am I took a chance and started. All right, guys, so now I have another one done, so I'm gonna just go ahead and press this one up really nice. This one is for mine, so we're gonna press this one, and I didn't quite make it to finish the third one. It is now 1:15, so I'm gonna stop right here. And this is the other one. I do have the gusset done, the front and the back. I just have to add the lace. But this one is gonna be the one for the giveaway. So if you guys are interested in winning this little Bible carrier, it's gonna be so pretty when it's done. So I got the Etsy order packaged up, ready to go. I got the one that I'm gonna give to my girl Mai. And I got the giveaway pretty much halfway done, so I'm gonna get her done tonight and shipped off tomorrow. Yes, today was a good day. If you're interested in giveaways, if you check out My Faith in Jesus, it's M-A-I, kind of like Mia, like M-I-A, but just M-A-I. But that's my girl over on Instagram, and she's gonna be giving this one away. I think it's gonna be sometime next month. But this has been another day in the business that I prayed for, and I don't know what tomorrow holds, But today I showed up, and that's enough.